Sheila, and today we're talking about how to eat healthy when your spouse doesn't want to. I know how hard that can be when you're trying to eat healthy and do what it takes to get to your dream body goals, but your spouse is just not on the same page. Today, I'm going to give you 7 tips so that you can take really good care of yourself and rock your dream body goals, even if your spouse is not interested in eating healthy with you. Okay, so number 1, take responsibility for your goals and ownership of your desires. It's nobody else's job to take care of you or make sure that you get to your dream body goals, right? Taking ownership of your desires and committing to doing what it takes to get to where you want to be actually is a process of taking your power back. And I know that that can kind of sound harsh on the surface, but here's why it's so important. Resenting your spouse and really getting upset with him for not wanting to eat healthy too is essentially giving your power away to him and giving him the permission to decide what's right for you. Now, I'm speaking specifically to women here in a heterosexual relationship, but obviously the same information applies to men regarding if their wife is not interested, or their girlfriend or whatever is not interested in eating healthy, as well as same-sex relationships too. You get to choose, and ultimately you have the choice to decide to take responsibility for yourself and decide to take your power back, get resourceful, communicate effectively, and do what it takes to move toward your desires and decide that what you want matters. Number 2 is to move from resentment to compassion. The more compassion we have for anyone in our lives, the more that sets us up to eventually be able to come to a mutual agreement that works for the both of us. Now, put yourself in your spouse's shoes. It's probably really scary to him that you're making these changes and these new decisions, right? Because that probably means no more pizza. In all seriousness though, when we get scared that our comfort zone might get shifted by somebody else, we rebel. So don't take it personally. Your spouse may be acting out of fear because he wants to get to choose for himself. Having an open, non-judgmental conversation with him about your desires for you and what support you need from him is so important. Don't expect him to just magically know what you need or how to support you best. Be clear and fair. If he's not interested in getting healthy at this time, that's okay. He gets to choose what's right for him. So focus on your desires and what you need. Number 3 is lead by example. I tell my clients all the time that the best gift that we can give to anyone that we love is to show them what it looks like to thrive. When we step into our power and we own our desires, it gives others permission to do the same. Who knows if he's ever going to decide to join you on this healthy eating journey, but ultimately he has to decide that for himself. The more you try to force him into anything, the more he's just going to push back. Guaranteed. Show him how easy breezy this really can be. Show him how good it feels to eat healthy and take really good care of his physical body. And be open and ready to support him if and when he has questions or asks for your help. Number 4, streamline your cooking. One of the biggest obstacles for people when they want to eat healthy but their spouse doesn't is what to make for dinner. Yes, you can just tell him that he is on his own, but that's just not very realistic, right? So come up with some different ways that you can use ingredients to make what you need and what he wants too. For example, you can make a taco bar and he can use whatever he wants, whether that's a shell, sour cream, cheese, but then you can make a taco salad and just top yours with the ground turkey or ground sirloin, ground chicken, whatever you're using for your taco, and then use maybe some Greek yogurt, some fat-free Greek yogurt on top instead of sour cream. You can use a dollop of guacamole and just top it with some salsa. Again, this is an area where you can ask for help. Get creative together and come up with ideas that work for the both of you. Number 5 is to separate your food from his so there's less temptation. If you feel tempted by all of the munchy and snack type foods that your spouse has in the house, then separate your food. This may sound silly, but the more that you can keep it out of sight, the less likely you're going to be tempted. Yes, he's probably going to pull it out at night while you're watching TV, so prepare for that. What healthy treats can you enjoy instead? Or what activities can you do to keep yourself busy? I love foam rolling, stretching, or even giving myself a pedicure at night while I'm watching my favorite shows. Or maybe instead of snacking while you watch TV, you guys can cuddle instead. Number 6. Choose a restaurant that works for the both of you. Okay, so it's date night. Where do you go? Choose a restaurant that has options for the both of you. Honestly, these days you can pretty much find something healthy at most restaurants. To make sure, planning ahead is always important. Look up the menu ahead of time online and choose what you're going to eat. I also like to plan out how many cocktails I'm going to have ahead of time as well, so I can set a plan and then stick to it. Number 7, remember your why. When all else fails, tap into your why, not your goal weight or the number that you want to see on the back of your pants. Your true reason why you want to be healthy and fit. What inspires you on a daily basis to stay on this healthy living journey? When we have a crystal clear connection to our why, then we can handle anything. So those are my 7 tips for how to eat healthy even when your spouse doesn't want to. If you want more from me, make sure to sign up for my newsletter and you'll also receive my free guide, 3 steps to losing weight without restriction. Head over to sheilaveers.com/free gift to get access right now. Take care, and remember, there's no better time than right now to begin feeling amazing in your skin.